all right, I'm bored, so I figured it's Wednesday night. I'm going to rank every single sporting event I've been to, but not on the sporting event itself, the atmosphere at the sporting event, because that's a very important thing, in my opinion, if you're going to sporting events in person. Before I do get started, I want to mention there's two things that will be added to this list very soon. First off, I will be going down to Kentucky in 2 weekends to watch Tech at Kentucky, and in the 29th, which is in 4 weekends from now, I'll be at, not FedEx Forum, I'll be at Bridgestone for Jets at Predators. But now let's get started at my last place, and it's got to be FedEx Forum on play-in. It was the Mavs at Grizzlies play-in tournament. Grizzlies beat the Mavs 120-106. This is a terrible selfie I had with Desmond Bane. This is a video I do have from the event near the end when the game was basically won for the Grizzlies. So yeah, all in all, I'm giving that a 7 out of 10. Great atmosphere, just then again, it's NBA, lots of games, season, blah, 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 blah. I don't got to be too specific, do I? Something I did forget to list to was the Titans. I've been to a game, probably 6.5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Not the best atmosphere. It was like 8 years ago, but still. So yeah, Titans would be below the FedEx Forum playing. So now let me get on to the second one, and it's F1 in Montreal, specifically Canada, the Canada race. I went back in 2022. I don't remember who won this race. I think it was Verstappen with Sainz in second. This is me on the track after the race. This is a very old picture. This is like 3 years old, but so yeah. Wall of Champions, I sat right there, right on the home straight. Sick watching pit stops in person, by the way. So yeah, now we're going on to San Siro, and I forgot the rating, but San Siro is going to be an 8 out of 10. Sat right behind the Milan Tifosi. Absolutely incredible atmosphere. I believe 65,000 people this night. Stadium fits 72. Don't quote me on that. Sitting right behind Tifosi is always an absolutely incredible experience, and this did not live down to the hype. This definitely lived up to the hype. It's late night. Christian Pulisic did also tie the goals record for American scoring in the league. It was like 6. Yeah, he tied that record that night, so pretty cool. Milan also bagged the win that night, 1-0 over Sassuolo in the Italian championship. I'm a big soccer guy, and that's going to be my number 1 pick, so wait out for that. That one's also going to be an 8 out of 10, but this F1 Coda is, I'm thinking of moving it. This is definitely higher than San Siro. I'm not sure if it's as good as the one right above it. As you can see, maybe those 3 letters. But F1 Coda, this is the only picture I can find from F1 and Coda for some reason. I guess I have more videos than pictures. Sat at turn 12. I know I have somewhere a video of the first lap. Leclerc and both McLarens, I believe it was, 3 wide going into 12. Pretty sick. First F1 race. I mean, F1 in person is just another level. You have to watch it in person. And this did live up to the hype, having a Max and a Lewis fight. Or Max, I believe, both different strategies, and Max holding off Lewis until the last lap. I think Lewis closed down like a 15-second gap that race onto Max, which was incredible. But Max did pull out the win, a crucial win for his 21 campaign title race. So yeah, that's what I'm ranking third. Now, we get on second place, and it's going to be Neyland. Now, this is me at Neyland last weekend. I did not realize how crazy Neyland was. I'm going to be 100% with you. College football gained so much respect for me. Even with the Vols losing, I'm not necessarily a huge Vols fan. I got a free ticket to this game, by the way. I wasn't supposed to go. I did not want to pay $350. I was already in Knoxville because I was staying with my friends for Halloween weekend. But I got a text from my boy the day of the game at 1 p.m. This is a 7:30 kickoff, or like close to 8, obviously, because of all the BS they do before the game, which is pretty sick. I don't say BS, I just mean Americans always are late on time for kickoffs and sporting events. But yeah, I get a text from my boy who I'm blurring out his face, and he's like, yeah, bro, I got an extra ticket to the game. You want to come with? I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to spend too much. He's like, no, it's free. I'm like, are you serious? So, of course, I went to Neyland and I watched this game. Unfortunately, Tennessee did not win, but the atmosphere is still incredible. 100,000 fucking people in this stadium is no joke. Now, the number 1 spot has actually less than half of this capacity, the one I'm putting at the number 1 spot. But Neyland, that stadium, just thinking about it gives me chills. I want to go back and watch, like, a big game. If my investing Discord pops off, I will go to a big game at Neyland next year. Like I'm talking like I don't know, Alabama, Tennessee. I'm not sure. Do they even play? I don't even know how SEC scheduling works, to be completely honest with y'all. But yeah, this game was absolutely incredible. It's just, I mean, that's just hype. I mean, just everybody going to that one door. Oh, just hype. Now, at my number one spot, some of y'all are going to be not even knowing of this stadium. But this is debatably the second best stadium in Brazil, if not the world. Okay, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. But at number one, I got the Beira-Rio, which, for y'all wanting a translation, that is Riverside. In this stadium, I'm ranking one of my. This is my favorite sports experience of all time. And now that I'm actually seeing this, I actually scrolled through past my camera. I forgot completely about going to the Indy 500. So the Indy 500 I'm putting right below F1 Coda, but above San Siro, because I went to the 23 500, and that was just spectacular. Last lap overtake for the win. But now back to the Beira-Rio. This was a Sudamericana game, equivalent to a what am I thinking? Europa League game, basically. And it was a round of 16 match. My team, Internacional, my boyhood soccer team that I've supported my whole life, was down 2-0 on aggregate coming into this game. Early on, they conceded a penalty. They're down 3-0 on aggregate with 20 minutes into the game. And then from there on, they scored 2 in the first half, and that gives the team hope. And back then, it was like the first or second year that they actually eliminated the the rule where away goals count more. So I didn't know that because I was younger. So I thought we had to score 4 goals to win the game because the tie wasn't an option, but it was. When we scored that third goal, oh my goodness, I thought the stadium was about to blow up. It was 15-ish minutes into the second half. And then in the 78th minute, a run by Pedro Henrique, who is now playing at Ceará in Brazil, a run down the right wing. I'm talking about that side right there. Run down there, number 28, with the ball, takes it all the way to the net, and scores to put us up 4-3 on aggregate. When I tell you the last 12 minutes plus stoppage time of that game was one of the shakiest moments of my life, it probably was the shakiest moment of my life. The sheer atmosphere from the Tifo, which sit like that direction right there behind that goal, and the other fans singing all the chants in the stadium, which I believe there was about 42,000 people in this 46,000 capacity stadium. Don't call me on those exact numbers. But yeah, this is undoubtedly the best sports atmosphere I ever had. So, to finish off the rankings, FedEx Forum playing game, 7 out of 10. F1 in Montreal 2022, 7.5 out of 10. Maybe would have been on the same level of Coda, but Coda was my first race, so understandable. San Siro, I didn't put a rating, but like 7.8 / an 8 out of 10. Definitely closer to an 8 than a 7.5, but I believe F1 Coda was better. Coda, of course, third. Now that I think about it, IndyCar would be just below a Coda just because it was my first F1 race, and F1 is F1, obviously. Neyland at second, and that surprises me. I've been a college football hater my whole entire life. And Neyland somehow is second on my list after going last weekend to one of the greatest sporting events I've been to. And number one, last but not least, the Beira-Rio during the Conmebol Sudamericana. Actually, it's not Conmebol. It's Conmebol dos Libertadores. I'm sure they do Sudamericana. So yeah, that is my completed list. Hopefully, if anybody watches the full 9.5 minute yap, good for you. So yeah. I'm not going to promote my sports Discord, but if you want to learn more about my sports investing Discord, all you got to do is hop in my bio, and there's a code in there to join. Let's get it. Let's go.